Somebody asked me, so I want to be a farmer. What do I have to know to be a farmer? I said, think of farming as over 1,000 things. 1,000 things you have to know. Little tiny things you have to know. They have to be done all on time and at the exact right way, or you fail. I started off doing my grandfather's, helping him with his 1 acre garden, and my dad with his 1 acre garden as a boy. And then they let me have any extra vegetables that over and above what we would can or freeze, which was actually quite a few. And our farm was in downtown, almost in downtown Fredericksburg. Actually, by then was in downtown Fredericksburg at Brayhead Farm. And Brayhead Woods was nearby, and downtown was all that within easy bicycle riding. And on Saturdays, I'd load up baskets on my bicycle full of produce and eggs and chickens, and go door to door and sell it that way. And what I did for my father and grandfather was I lead the mule. They farmed with tractors, obviously, but they both thought it was fun to have a mule to do the garden with. I never really got into that, but I led the mule, and then it would get all the weeds between the rows, and then there'd be weeds in the rows, and then my job would be to go back and pull the weeds out between the plants by hand. In exchange for that, it was kind of a good deal for me. I thought I got to get these vegetables, in my mind, for free to sell. Whatever you learn as a child is what stays with you for the rest of your life. That was the most important thing I learned, was about people. I think there's a lot of people around that know how to grow fruits and vegetables. There's not a lot of people around that know how to sell fruits and vegetables directly to the person who's going to eat it themselves. It's very easy to sell something to a corporation or a chain store or a store in general, where you just take it there and leave it. And then, the people that run the business figured how to communicate that to the person who's going to eat it. And the CSA, of course, is very direct to the consumer. The roadside stand is very personable and direct to the consumer. So, it's and there's so many different kinds of people in the world, but all kinds of people want to eat. So my wife and I kind of made the farm into this place you come to as a child. Things that we like to do on a farm. She grew up on a dairy farm. I grew up on a dairy farm, and we played on the dairy farm and did things we love. So we put all those things here on this farm for customers' children to enjoy. And they come here and pick up their produce and get to enjoy the farm on the same day. I think that's a pretty good combo. People who own farms always take care of their property in such a way that is sustainable, so that you're not only taking care of your farm, but you're making sure that your farm is not hurting other things in the ecosystem, such as the stream that runs through the farm, or the river that runs by the farm or near the farm that goes to the Chesapeake Bay. So you want to farm in such a way that the next generation can farm, and the next generation can live in the same area and enjoy the same things we enjoy. You never learn all of it. In fact, the more things you learn about growing asparagus, the more you realize you don't know about growing it. You need to learn more.